Hey everyone, I'm Rachel Goldstein. I'm a licensed attorney and I do a lot of content writing on legal and financial topics. And recently I came across a video that John Oliver did, and he was talking a lot about structured settlements, and that's something that I've been helping people understand a lot recently. So I just wanted to kind of go into a few of the things he said and what was so important about it. And the segment focused a lot on the risks of selling future payments and how people who are in this position are often going through something very financially severe, whether it's needing money for the mortgage or paying for school for their kids, whatever it is, medical bills. It can make these decisions very emotional. And one of the most practical points that he made in this video was actually quite simple. It was, before you sell any part of your settlement, you need independent advice. Don't just call the first company that you see on a television ad. So in this video, I just want to help you understand what questions to ask and how to slow this process down to make sure that you're making the best decision for yourself and your family. The first thing I want people to understand is that selling a future structured settlement payment is a major financial decision. And for some people, it's the right choice. For some people, it's not. But it's just really important that you have all of the information you need before deciding. And one of the main problems is that people often look at just the lump sum of the money that they're being offered by the settlement company. And while this might solve their immediate problems, it doesn't take into account what they're going to be missing out on 10, 15, or 20 years down the line. So it's just really important to look beyond just that lump sum and make sure that you're making the right choice. Before you sign anything and agree to sell a structured settlement payment, there's one thing that everyone should do, and that's reach out to the professionals who were involved in the structured settlement in the first place. This could be the attorney who was involved or the structured settlement consultant that was involved. And this is important because they may not be able to tell you what to do or give you advice about whether you should sell or not, but they can put you in touch with the right people who can help you make this decision. They can connect you with trusted professionals who handle structured settlement sales every day, and that company can help you evaluate your options. And a lot of people see an ad on TV, or they hear a little jingle, or they see something online about getting fast cash, and they call that company and they get started with selling their settlement payments right away. And the problem is that people don't fully understand why a structured settlement was made the way it was in the first place. And it's usually because it's designed to help with future medical payments or long-term financial stability. And sometimes after you speak with a company that you're referred to by the settlement consultant or attorney, you might learn things that you didn't know before, like that you can sell only part of your payments. And this can give you fast cash up front while preserving some of your financial security down the line. The goal isn't to talk yourself out of selling your payments. The goal is just to make sure that you're doing what's best for yourself and your family moving forward, because once you sell those payments, they're gone. They won't be coming back no matter what happens in the future. So taking the time to just slow down a little bit, ask the right questions, and talk to the right people can save you a lot of trouble in the future. If you're in a spot where you're considering selling your structured settlement payments, I also think there's a few questions that you should ask any company you're possibly going to work with before you decide anything. Am I selling more payments than I actually need to? Would a partial sale solve the problem instead? What future income am I giving up? What happens if and when the lump sum runs out? Have I compared multiple offers from different settlement companies? Am I being pressured to move too quickly? And have I spoken to the attorney or settlement consultant that was originally involved in the case? Before you move forward with any company, make sure you get answers to all of these questions. I also think that there are a few red flags people should pay attention to when they're trying to figure out which structured settlement company to work with. And one of the biggest ones is pressure. You want to get information and you want answers. You don't want to be pressured into making a decision right away. And if a company is discouraging you from slowing down and answering questions and acting like you're going to lose an opportunity if you don't agree right away, to me, this is personally a pretty big red flag. Another one is when a company doesn't really talk about any alternatives to selling your entire settlement. There are options. You can sell part of your settlement, so you can keep some of your payments. And if every single conversation comes back around to selling your entire settlement, it might be a sign that you should look at different companies and see what they're offering. Another thing I would really watch out for is a company that discourages you from slowing the process down and seeking outside advice. There's no reason that you can't speak to somebody more objective before making such a big decision. And any company that's pressuring you to make a choice without speaking to an objective lawyer or consultant first probably isn't the company that you want to work with. On the other hand, there's actually structured settlement companies that encourage you to get independent advice and guidance before agreeing to a sale. And one company I came across while researching this topic was Strategic Capital. And what stood out to me most is that they very clearly encourage people to get outside advice before selling any single part of their settlement. And they're always open to talk about different options and whether selling your entire settlement is the right choice or not. And they're also a company that many attorneys and settlement consultants already know and trust. So if you're considering selling your payments, there's a good chance that your original attorney or settlement consultant may actually refer you to Strategic Capital to discuss your options and help you move forward with an informed decision. At the end of the day, I think the biggest takeaway from the John Oliver segment is not necessarily that all structured settlement sales are bad, but that it's a major financial decision that people really need to understand before agreeing to it. So always get outside advice before selling anything, and don't just call the first company you see on TV. Don't call the company because they have a catchy jingle that you've been singing along to for weeks. You want to make sure that the company you speak with actually cares about you and your future, and that you are informed and can seek objective advice before deciding anything. So I hope this was helpful and gives you a better idea of what to watch out for and how to approach selling a structured settlement.